Hey folks, Siam here. Sorry about this. I did it for a laugh for my kids and then forgot to shave it, but it'll be gone tonight. Anywho, I just wanted to make a little video about a subnet which doesn't really get that much love. It's from one of the best teams there is in BitTensor, and that's Macrocosmos. So if you go to @data_sn13 and have a look at Data Universe, you can obviously just with a quick scroll down here, you can get a lovely feel for it all. But it's recently done a few partnerships. So one partnership is with X402, and this is that protocol which allows agents to basically pay for stuff. And if you were to extrapolate forwards in time, whether it's 2 years or 10 years time, the world is going to be full of agents, so autonomous AI agents, and also robots. There will be billions of them, and they will all need to do micropayments of some sort. So X402 is probably, maybe one of those protocols where they'll use for payments. Well, Data Universe is already forward thinking. They've integrated with them as well, and they've also integrated with Subnet 45 and Towler. But what is it? Now, this is very rare that I just go through someone's website, but they have a pretty cool website. If I was going to critique it at all, the direction of this galaxy is going the wrong way. Well, it's as though you're looking up under it. If this is supposed to be in the Milky Way, it flows the other way around. But yeah, it's a pretty cool website. They're really good with their user interface. So what it does is it basically scrapes huge amounts of data across Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube. They've got something like 55 billion rows of data. Here we go, 55 billion rows of data. And and when they combine it with Subnet 1 Apex, they can get intelligence from that data. And in a world of AI, data is gold dust. And they're starting to commercialize it now because obviously data is very valuable, and they hate me using this analogy, but the capabilities they have right now is basically Cambridge Analytica. This is a decentralized version of Cambridge Analytica. So I think it's just a matter of time before they start rolling in the money, because it's fresh, updating content every day. And not only that, you can sort of interrogate the data, and they've put it into a pretty nebula looking thing here. And obviously this is, well, not obviously, but this is a Discord nebula here at the moment, and you can just type in all sorts from, I don't know, just type in Tau. There we go, and it highlights who's been talking about Tau, what has been said, so you can click on that. It shows you the sort of the sentiment behind it all. What about if we talk about hacks? Does that bring up much? So if we zoom out, you can see little clusters where it's talking about hacks. And you see it's more negative than positive over here. But yeah, I haven't got used to sort of navigating this nebula very well. But you can basically download a data set, upload it to Nebula, and then interrogate it. And you can probably get bots and scripts to really analyze this. So that's pretty cool. And this is what the Data Universe marketplace looks like. So there are already some presets here. Now a lot of this data it's not helpful for you on your own. You'll have to upload your data into some sort of AI, because there are so many different rows of data that you can think of. I did a little one already, so I've gone in here. I've logged in using Google. I've created a new scraping task, so I basically typed in Bitcoin stuff, please, or something like that. I'd like to find out stuff. It'll then put this in a coherent sort of request, and they've called it Bitcoin exploration, and then it's sort of pre-populated what it thinks you want. Cool little spaceman over here. So if we just go to one that I did a few days ago, I meant to make this video earlier, and there should be a data set here. So I typed in something about AI crypto enthusiasts or something like that. It did a little, and then I left it running. And it's scraping Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, etc. And you can see it sort of plateaued a bit, and then all of a sudden, boom, They got another sort of 28 million sort of hits from Reddit. So I don't know what's happened over there, but you can then download that. So if I wanted the entire data set, it would cost about $1,500, but you don't have to have that. You can really sort of tone it down to what you want, and you can see it adjusts the setting. And they give you an amount of free money to begin with. So I've got remaining balance there. What if I was just 30? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Build data set. And you can see I'm asking it for all sorts of different things. And then I'll just be able to download it, and it will most likely be in a CSV format. So whilst that's doing that, it's worth having a look at the team. The team is pretty damn cooked. Not cooked, but they are epic. I don't know common youth slang these days. Cooked, cracked. I don't know, they all sound negative to me, but this is a pretty shit hot team. I mean, Steph used to be the CTO of OpenTensor Foundation and helped build BitTensor. And these two here, Will and Steph, are probably the two smartest chaps I've ever met. And then Michael, who's their CFO, has a really shit hot business head on him. So it's a pretty cool team based in London. I've been to their office a bunch of times now, and they're pretty cool people. So yeah, looking at it on Taosats, it's had a bit of a ropey time in terms of the charts, but I think it's only because they've been head down, arms swinging, and getting the product ready. So chatting with the team, they're really starting to put their commercial heads on and go out there and sell it. But ultimately, it just proves that the open, decentralized data can outperform traditional Web 2 providers. And it turns BitTensor's network intelligence into a living, accessible data layer for the world. And God knows how many different things could be used for this. So yeah. Anyway, I hope this finds you all well, and I'll see you in a bit.